Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything podcast, and in this episode I'm going to be reviewing the penultimate episode of Class, which is Class episode 7. But before I get to the review, as usual, we've got the cast list. So the main cast comprises of Greg Austin as Charlie, Fady Elsiad as Ram, Sophie Hopkins as April, Vivian Opera as Tanya, and Catherine Kelly as Miss Quill. And joining them as the recurring and guest cast are Georgian Renzo as Matesh, Paul Mark Davis as Corkinas, Pookie Quesnell as Dorothea, Shannon Murray as Jackie, Aaron Neal as Varun, Natasha Gordon as Vivian, Nigel Betts as Francis, Con O'Neill as Hugh, Anna Schaffer as Rachel, and Ben Peel as Coach Dawson. The writer of this episode was Patrick Ness, and the director was Wayne Chi Yip. The synopsis for this episode is: with the gang trapped in detention and out of the way, Miss Quill accepts Dorothea's astonishing offer to help remove the arm from her head and to reclaim her freedom. Alongside Ballon, a imprisoned shapeshifter, Miss Quill travels in a metaphysical engine and is taken to impossible, extraordinary and dangerous worlds, collecting materials in preparation for her life-changing procedure. Class episode 7 was released on the 26th of November 2016. My opinion of this episode is I loved how connected this episode was to episode 6, which is the previous episode, and I liked how Miss Quill-centric this episode was, and I enjoyed Miss Quill and Ballon's fight. Without further ado, here's my view of Class episode 7. We have the previously recap. Miss Quill and Dorothea discuss their plan for getting the object out of Miss Quill's head. We then have the title sequence. Miss Quill references Unit. Dorothea introduces Miss Quill and Ballon to each other. Miss Quill, Ballon and Dorothea are transported somewhere. Ballon comments on Miss Quill's aggression. Miss Quill asks Dorothea about their current location. Miss Quill is forced to recount how her mother died. Miss Quill references social media. Miss Quill insults Ballon. Miss Quill learns the truth about the object inside her head. Dorothea, Ballon and Miss Quill are transported somewhere else. Ballon is the one tasked with getting the object out of Miss Quill's head. Ballon is a shapeshifter. Ballon knows where they are. Dorothea forgets that Miss Quill can't possess weapons. Miss Quill reminds Ballon how important fear is. Dorothea gives Miss Quill one last chance to return to school if she would like to. Ballon, Miss Quill and Dorothea land somewhere new. They have landed in Quill Heaven. Ballon and Miss Quill attack a creature. Ballon tells Miss Quill about the circumstances surrounding his capture. Miss Quill tells Ballon about her free will being taken from her. Dorothea, Miss Quill and Ballon return to school. Ballon attempts to get the object out of Miss Quill's head. Ballon is successful. Miss Quill's appearances change. Miss Quill and Ballon kiss. Miss Quill learns where she truly is. Both Ballon and Miss Quill cannot return to the real world. Only one of them can. Ballon is informed of another living member of his species. Dorothea vanishes. Miss Quill and Ballon fight to the death. Ballon unintentionally kills himself. Miss Quill returns to Coal Hill School. Let me just say that sentence again. I don't know what happened there. Miss Quill returns to Coal Hill School. Miss Quill Fate, and the episode finishes off with the episode 8 trailer. Next time on the Everything podcast, I'm going to be reviewing the series finale, or season 1 finale, of Class, which is Class episode 8. So let me know, and there's no trailer for the same reason why there's not been, but in the next episode there will be, and I will talk about that in tomorrow's episode. But let me know what you thought about Class episode 7 if you watched it. My review, if you didn't, you can put both of your thoughts on those in the comments below, as well with anything else you want me to cover in the channel. It could be a TV show or a movie suggestion, or something completely different such as a book, comic, article, or some TV show or movie news you would like me to talk about. Put all of those in the comments below as well, and remember you can also like, comment and subscribe. And that's it for this episode of the Everything podcast. Goodbye.